So I'm 25. What? Wait, that can't be right. Really? I definitely turned 25 this summer. Let's see, you were born before the turn of the century. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say it like that, but... And right now, it's 2018. Damn. Yeah. Where's all that self-assuredness and life knowledge you were supposed to have? And I don't see any significant other to speak of. No, you do not. You haven't started your own business? Nope. Your own conference? No. Community of some sort? Not really. Where's that thriving social circle that your 20s is supposed to bring? Probably not spending their Saturday alone in their room making a YouTube video about talking to themselves. Wow, who asked you? And I don't see you on any 30 under 30 lists. Okay, well, it's still pretty early. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Do you live in New York or LA? No, I'm in my hometown. Well, at least you're not in Boston anymore. Girl, I know that's right. Amen. Dang, you didn't even get that second piercing that you wanted. Oh, wait, I can fix that. Chicka-blow! Got him! Ayy. Oh, shoot! 2 piercings. Okay. Always the overachiever. Looks sweet. Kinda makes me want some. Well, you are me, so you already got them. Oh, right. Okay, well, there's a lot that I haven't done, but I do have a pretty cool YouTube channel. Girl, who even watches that? Hey, they're right there. Oh, no offense. Yikes. So, this is where we're at. Hey, it's your girl Asante, helping you move consciously and creatively through life, so let's go. I recently turned 25 years old. 25 is the age at which you become just an adult. You're not really that young of an adult, you're not necessarily a recent grad, and you don't have the excuse of being in your early 20s. You're supposed to know what you're doing with your life. You're supposed to have figured it out, right? Well, I've tried a lot of things, and I've done process of elimination to figure out what I want to be doing with my life and how I want to be living it, but I'm still figuring it out. Yes, at 25, you've lived a quarter century and roughly a third of your life is over, gone, down the drain. But you also just started adulthood, and that's something I keep having to remind myself. The first 21 years of my life can be summed up in 2 words: in school. You know, not counting the part where you couldn't walk. I graduated at 22, so really I've only been independent adulting for 3 years. And if we assume I'll live to 75 or so, I still have 50 years of independent adulting to go. So with only 3 out of 53 adulting years the typical person gets, it's no wonder I still feel kinda like a kid. There are so many things that we discount in the first 25 years where we're mainly just learning how to be an adult. You learned how to walk and talk and read. You go to elementary school and learn about trust and betrayal and heartbreak. Those moments we spent on the jungle gym and he just threw it all away. You learn how to make friends and how to move on from old friends. You learn how to go to school and take notes and how mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. You go to college and you learn what kind of people you want to hang out with when you're given the choice. You learn how to hold your alcohol, and then you learn how to find an apartment and move house, and how to find and keep a job, and what kind of job you'd like to keep, and how to keep from going crazy at that job. That's actually a whole lot. You have to give yourself some credit. But considering you spend the first third of your life learning and learning and learning, you'd think by 25 I'd actually feel like I knew something. Even though I've passed at least 25 squares, I still kind of feel like I'm at square one. Or maybe that's because I'm at square 3 out of 53 and the game has changed. And the name of the new adult game is success. You see people who are in their 20s who have started their own media companies or written New York Times bestsellers or have competed in the Olympics or have won Grammys. And you're just like, wow, what am I doing with my life? And this thought is natural, but it assumes a few things. One, that what you're doing now isn't valuable, which it is. Your experience is always valuable and comes back to serve you in ways that you didn't expect. Even if you're at a dead-end job that you hate, this is teaching you what you don't want to be doing so that now you know to change course, or you know to course correct earlier next time. Experiences that teach you what not to do are incredibly useful. But 2, it also assumes that you have one ultimate life purpose, which isn't the case for most people. Most people do lots of different things over the course of their life. I want to do lots of different things. I want to have a long and varied career. So I can never really know what I'm doing for the rest of my life or what I want to be when I grow up because you never stop growing. Unless you really stop growing, in which case you're not doing anything because your life is over. When I grow up, I want to be dead. Huh? But until then, my desires are going to change. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago when I was majoring in mechanical engineering, thought I was going to be an architect, and thought I'd go straight to grad school. Or 3 years ago when I was planning on freelancing as a filmmaker in DC for a few years before heading to LA. And what I want 5 years from now is probably going to be different from what I want today, which for right now is to stay right where I am and work on making these YouTube videos. That's the main reason why I don't have a clear 5-year plan. Instead, I use different principles to guide my life, which I talked about in this video, but as far as specific plans, they are always changing because the circumstances of my life have been ever changing. During your 20s, your life is still particularly volatile, but you still feel the pressure to succeed. And I know that life isn't a race and I can't be behind and I'm only competing with myself, but it's still a real competition. And do I think I've done enough? No, I am definitely the Hamilton type. I want to be satisfied. I want to be doing the best that I could possibly be doing in all aspects of my life. I hold myself to high standards. I could always be doing more, and I'm always hungry for the next challenge. I work really hard, and I want my work to be outstanding. But as I illustrated in this video, you have to build your life in layers. You have to be bad before you can be mediocre, mediocre before you can be good, good before you can be great, and great before you can be outstanding. And I am pretty bad at some parts of my life. Like, waking up in the morning is a struggle. No. I'm pretty mediocre at other parts. I don't get out very much, I don't exercise enough, and I have hit good in a couple of areas. I can't trash talk myself completely. I've been very focused on career and moving. But the harder I work, the more I feel like I have so much work to do, which I guess is one of the signs of being 3 adult years old. In the comments, let me know if you've ever had a quarter-life crisis or a 1/5 life crisis for all the youngins. And if you're new here and you're interested in personal development and life motivation, then you should subscribe so that you don't miss new videos. And thank you to my wonderful patrons who make these videos possible. They are all listed in the description. Shout out to y'all. Honestly, I feel a lot better about turning 25 than I did 24, because at 24 I was, I don't have a place to live and I don't know where I want to go. But we found a place now. We're looking pretty solid and we're, decorated, and that's at least one thing checked off my bucket list. We've accomplished that much at least. As always, remember to live spiritedly and think creatively, and I will see you next time. What's been making me happy lately is the Creative Pep Talk podcast. It's a podcast for all types of creators, and it's by Andy J. Miller. He goes by Andy J. Pizza. I'm someone who's always discovering new podcasts and saying to myself, oh, that's great, and I'll listen to like a couple episodes, and then I'll kind of move on to the next thing. But this is a podcast that I've actually found myself coming back to again and again and again, just because it is a really good, creative, inspiring, motivating, let's get up and at 'em pep talk. It covers all kind of creative, hustle, career type things, and would recommend. Another thing that's been making me happy lately is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I've been listening to the audiobook. I actually found it because of Lavendare's video about books that have changed her life, and this is giving me some great perspective, kind of background on being present, being mentally clear, identifying less with your mind, and also identifying less with the future and the past. It's definitely an interesting way of thinking and of looking at the world, so I would also recommend that. Well, I'm gonna go continue adulting. I'll be right back. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling not 22, like 25, but I'm okay with it.